Why play Corki mid? Well, he is a great lane bully, he has good mobility, he brings amazing poke, and he simply has tons of damage. However, he is incredibly skill shot reliant for this damage, and he is very squishy, especially if his W is on cooldown. Corki's passive is his basic attacks deal 15% bonus true damage, and this true damage can also crit. This extra damage for free makes his auto attacks pack an absolute punch and makes farming incredibly easy. Corki's Q throws out a circle onto the floor which deals damage to enemies hit, and then also grants sight of the area for 6 seconds. Corki's W causes him to dash in a direction, dropping bombs which leave 3 patches along the path. Enemies within these patches take damage every half a second. Corki's E can also be cast while dashing. Corki's E creates a cone in front of him which deals constant damage to enemies hit. Each time they're hit, they also get a stack which reduces their armor and magic resist, stacking up to 4 times. And this cone skill shot goes out in front of Corki's, so it will hit the direction he's facing. Corki's ultimate has a passive where his attacks on hit reduce the charge time for the next missile. And this ability works on an ammo system where he can have up to 4 at one time. The active is a straight line skill shot which deals damage to the first enemy hit and enemies nearby. Every third use fires out a massive missile which does double damage and increases the range and explosion radius. For combos, before level 6 start by using W into E and an attack. Follow up with Q and attack away facing your opponent as much as possible. After level 6 you still start with W into E and an attack. However, follow up with Q into your R and then keep attacking away using your ultimate as often as possible between attacks. For matchups, Corki is great into champions that need to scale, easily bullying them in the early game, and he can struggle into champions that outrange him, stopping him from being able to bully them. For runes, take this. Hail of Blades gives you great burst damage. For build order, start Blade and Pot into an Opportunity and tier 2 boots. After this, a Collector and Infedge are great pickups for tons of damage before finishing a build with any of these as needed. For skill order, start E then W then Q before maxing E then Q then W, taking ult whenever you can. For summoner spells, take Flash and Teleport. Starting the game, your main focuses are going to be on farming hard and bullying your opponent. Starting from level 1, between your passive making your auto attacks hurt and your E dealing tons of damage, you are terrifying. If the enemy champion comes too close, simply turn on E and shoot at them. You will almost always outdamage them. And at level 2, you already have kill threat, being able to get onto the enemy champion with W before gunning them down. From here, you can keep the lane pushed to make sure you have massive priority on helping out your jungler. At level 6, not only does your combo become better, but you now have these long range missiles to poke out your opponent. You will naturally push the wave in as well, which gives you tons of windows to roam top and bot to look to get another lane ahead. Entering the mid game, your bot lane will come mid, which puts your golden experience in a side lane. Push out the side lane, then group back up with your team. Entering late game team fights, you want to play as the backline carry. Start the fight by poking away with your ultimate. Especially if you can hit one of your big missiles into one of their carries, it will simply half health them. When fighting, use W to keep yourself safe while putting out tons of consistent damage and waiting for your opportunity to get onto one of their backlines and blow them up. And that's how to play Corki mid. If this video helped you, leave a like and comment below who you want to see next.